Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Na kuambia mambo yanazidi kuchemuka Kasipul. Peter Kaluma is now showing an anger why William Samoei Ruto has dispatched his team, UDA party, to go and support an independent candidate called Nation Aroko, who is in, of course, this Kasipul by-election as a candidate against the ODM candidate Boyd Were. As you speak, the deputy governor, WANGA, is busy campaigning for the independent candidate called Aroko. The former governor of Migori and the chairperson of UDA there is now campaigning for Aroko in Homa Bay, Kasipul. Now people like Owidi, they are campaigning for Aroko. We are being told that even Evans Kidero is supporting Aroko. In other words, the big wins politicians in Homa Bay, they are against the candidate of Gladys WANGA. And that is why you can see people like Peter Kaluma is showing how they are in anger. They are confused and they know very well that the Kasipul is likely going
for the independent candidate. They are campaigning for the independent candidate. It is confusing our people. Yesterday, Governor Obado came all the way from Migori, and he was campaigning with Aroko. And you know, he was campaigning in Kasipul. And you know, it is in Kasipul where our daughter Sharon was also killed, in Kodera Forest near Dolde. So he's campaigning there. They are intimidating our people. The other day, another person was also there. Odoyo Widi is campaigning abusing us. And yet we are in broad-based government under President Ruto. That one has not gone. Just as we are seated here, former governor for Kidero, Evans Kidero, has just left Aroko's home. What picture are they giving our people? Senator, you know very well the candidate, our candidate is facing in Oyugis, in Kasipul, is a suspect in the murder of Charles Omodoweri. The presence of those people together being murder suspects is intimidating our people. But the big problem is that we cannot be in broad-based government together. And then the UDA team is campaigning for the opponent of the ODM team. Man, open the broad-based government meeting. So we need you, Senator Aaron Cheriot, to tell the UDA team, to tell the president to rain on those people. They are intimidating our people. The other day they went to the home of Charles Omodoweri. They fired very many gunshots. And remember, Charles Omodoweri was killed like an animal in Nairobi. When you go to that family again and you are shooting up to 26 bullets, you are intimidating the people. You are manipulating the election. We are going to win that election. But we want peace in Nairobi. And we feel very bad, Senator. President Ruto, we feel very bad.
Tarehe 27 next week on Thursday, you will hear what you'll never believe in their 2 years, because Aroko is a threat to the ODM candidate.
My name is Philip Nation Aroko. I am an independent candidate in the coming by-election in Kasipul constituency. This is the second time we are here at the IBC trying to resolve and have things right for the people and the entire country to uphold what is expected of us. But today, the ruling was being made this morning by the Commission about the complaints that both parties have made. The party ODM and I myself as an independent candidate. So the conclusion is already read to you. Just to commit myself that I have signed a document, Political Decency and Peace Charter for the political candidates. I just want to state here that myself, I've been a peaceful man. since I started this campaign in 2023. So I still keep it peaceful. I've signed this document bearing in mind that if I do anything that is opposite, the circumstances that will follow may not be favoring. But I don't fear, because I know I'll keep it peaceful as I've been always. I therefore also communicate to my supporters and the entire team of my campaign, the Otete team, that their leader, I will represent them peacefully, like I've always been. That I'll maintain it peaceful and adhere to the code of conduct that is already set here. That we seek this commission to exhaust anything that will give peace for the people of Kasipul. That I also commit here that the moment the right thing will be done by the commission, by the able commission, the Kasipul people will have their choice and peace will prevail going forward. This is a constituency that, as the commissioners have put it, we've had serious issues before. We don't intend to make it further. So I thank you, the media fraternity, to have it right, and let us push the country, starting from Kasipul, peacefully. The biggest request for the commissioners, they are here, is that let us have the election in accordance to what will give the best result for the people of Kasipul. And we seek for security in all polling stations so that people can make their choices. I thank you so much.
In Kasipul. Remember, Aroko si ameanza siasa leo. Aroko amekuwa hapo mwanzo na alikuwa threat kwa baba ya Boyd Were, Ong'ondo Were. Wakati Ong'ondo Were alikufa, yeye ndio sasa anapigania hii vita a take over. So anapigana vita na mtoto ya Ong'ondo Were. Na
korotani ogayo nindo. Msigo no mara jodala wa. Msigo no pek. Okanyal kenda jodala wa. Makuru bada jodala wa. Keta urwe kom kacha. Monda tieko puonjo nyithindo gi yawa. Yawa kosa wote marachi yawa. Ubloketa kom kacha. Jadi moye niko chopo tarik prario gabirio and Boyd Were.
Kumbuka Ong'ondo Were alikuwa na block Aroko hata akuwa nafika kwa ballot. But this time round kenye napea hawa watu stress, Aroko ako cleared na ako kwa ballot. Ladies and gentlemen, for more updates, ensure you subscribe to this channel. You like, comment and share this video. I will appreciate you so much for that like. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
I've called you here this afternoon to address a serious security matter involving incidences of political violence to the ongoing Kasipul campaigns of the past 8 days. But first, before details, let me reiterate my campaign's resolve to keeping the peace as we comb the constituency. This is what we said we are committed to, and I want to reiterate this personal commitment even as we move forward. Over the past 8 days, we have experienced coordinated, sporadic but targeted attacks which we have now established as sponsored by one of our opponents running on an independent ticket in the name of Philip Aroko. The latest incident was executed yesterday when Mr. Aroko made a stopover and attempted to run over us as we campaigned at Opondo village. His convoy was passing by and armed goons from his entourage started throwing stones towards the crowd. That was part of our rally. Some started beating people while others cut down tents where me and other campaign team members was seated, resulting into a pandemonium. In the ensuing melee, a gun incident was also reported. Philip Aroko personally brandished 2 pistols and started firing in the air, further creating more panic and catalyzing the violent situation. Many are still wondering why a person with a profound questionable character like this one can be accorded a privilege of owning and handling guns even after being featured in a number of court cases where people have lost lives through gun attacks. Maybe someone will tell us one day. We regret that the incident resulted in the loss of 2 lives and several injuries. At this juncture, we condole with the bereaved families. Nothing is worth anyone's life. We hope police will investigate the matter. We also urge them to come out and stamp authority of a mafia-like kind of mentality that might end up into uncontrollable anarchy. We believe that in the work of the police. 3 attacks orchestrated by the same gang, directly commanded by the politician, I've already named were executed in a span of 3 hours yesterday. The first was at Oyugi's primary school, where the goons, mostly hired from a slum in Nairobi, unleashed terror as our campaign was going on, forcing the organizers and members of the public to flee. A few minutes later, they arrived at Nyalenda area, where they stabbed several people, beat up residents, and damaged tents at a venue where my team was preparing another meeting, which I was scheduled to attend. On October 31st this year, when I hosted the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, at the Secret Technical College, our opponent organized goons to attack innocent people going to the meeting. On this day, 15 vehicles were provocatively smashed and dozens escaped with wounds after being attacked by the Philip Aroko goons. On Tuesday this week, we ran into an illegal road blockade at Madenge area in East Kamagak, where my convoy was pelted with stones and several vehicles were damaged. In my team during the incident was Kabondo Kasipul MP Dr. Ivo Bara. A day later, we were attacked as we drove from Undiwagamba area, where hooligans threw stones at us around near 1000th Street. We identified some of the thugs and we have requested the police to investigate some of these incidences. In 2 occasions, 2 different vehicles belonging to the Homa Bay County Clerk, Mr. Hannington Day, were invaded and all air shields and windows smashed by one of Aroko's top goons known as a boy. This matter has been reported to the police, but a boy was yesterday among the thugs who attacked one of the security members, Jim, who was attacked in Oyugi's town while going through his business. We have been peaceful in our campaigns, and as you can see, victory in this election is not very far. We want to appeal to the police to come out strongly against the sponsored violence we are experiencing in Kasipul. We do believe that our opponent, whose main strategy is to win by violence and elimination, can be restrained if somebody comes out to maintain law and order. We urge the police to come out and do so if it is their work, not ours. Finally, I call upon all leaders to put the interest of our people first.
Now, as you speak, it is just last week when the IEBC gave their fine to Aroko and Boydwere because of the violence we saw in Kasipul. But it was a violence that was being catalyzed by the ODM, led by Gladys Wanga. Kama unataka kujua Gladys Wanga si mtu mzuri, hata wakati alitoka Kasipul akaenda Ugunja, kukampenia kandidati yao huko Ugunja, kuna watu waliwao. Anatembeaga na maguns na bunduki. The same way to Kasipul. So, what Gladys Wanga is fighting for is that this Boydwere should win. If she's going to win, or rather, if Boydwere is going to win, then Gladys Wanga stands a chance of controlling the politics of Kasipul. But if Aroko is going to be to defeat the Boydwere and is going to be declared a winner, believe me 100%, even her deputy, Magwanga, is likely to be the governor of Homa Bay come 2027. Remember, Akina Magwanga, they were blocked not to reach in the ballot. And they were convinced to be Gladys Wanga's running mate. Remember, the big wins who are supporting Aroko, they are like, we must support Magwanga to be the governor of Homa Bay come 2027. Magwanga, if you don't know him, Magwanga is a former member of parliament of Kasipul before Ongondowere took over. So when Ongondowere took over, Magwanga went for the gubernatorial race. Then there wakapangwa, wakaambiwa Gladys Wanga atakuwa number 1, watafuata. Akakuwa deputy governor wa Homa Bay. So what you're seeing now is a battle in between Gladys Wanga's deputy, Magwanga, who is feeling frustrated, is being, of course, given some negative, of course, energy as the governor in Homa Bay. So he's like, I must also have a candidate that I will support against ODM party. So you can see the deputy governor of WANGA supporting Aroko, the independent candidate. Now, the UDA brigades, we are being told that even Raymond Omolo, they are behind one man called Nation Aroko. So Aroko is like having an upper hand. Aroko is having an upper hand. And this an upper hand is giving him a chance to win. He has been someone watu wanampenda, lakini amekuanga akiblokiwa na ODM asifike kwa ballot. So this time round aliamua, mimi this time round sikai ODM. Wacha nitoke niende independent. Na kaenda hivyo. So Peter Kalume is blaming the UDA that William Ruto is like, he has dispatched the UDA brigade to frustrate them in this 27th by-election. That everyone who is against the ODM, most of them, they are members of UDA in Nyanza. So Peter Kalume is like, they are not comfortable the way the UDA now is behaving in Homa Bay. Are they in broad-based government? Are they supporting the broad-based candidate? Or the UDA behind the scene, they are having their candidate? And I can tell you this. Ile moto ODM wanaona pale Kasipul. Na hii mchezo yao wanacheza hii. Akanashua hii. Ukiona hata Boyd Were anaruka, anashuka, anaruka, anashuka, ujue ashajua hata ile nomination votes alipata 18,000 si legit. Kwa sababu angejua ni legit, watu wako vote mara 10, mara 20, then I can tell you mpaka students walivote. Saa hii Boyd Were angekuwa sawa kwa sababu alishapita ile first step, sasa anaenda second step. Sasa hata kama reduce anaweza pata hata 16,000 hata ama 17. But for this, wanafunzi hawata vote, hawana ID. Ni IDC ndio wana control this voting. So they know the original votes are coming and they are likely to lose it terribly in Kasipul. And that is whatever is happening. And I can promise you, the ODM, if you are not careful, imeenda asubuhi mapema, amuoni. Imeenda asubuhi mapema. Because already even William Ruto and UDA thing, they are behind the independent candidate, Nation Aroko. I saw even someone telling me that Aroko ni member wa UDA chini ya maji, but aliamua tu kwenda independent. But Aroko amekuanga mtu wa ODM all along. Hata wakati aliblokiwa asikue nominated, alienda kanyamaza, aliwachana naye. So hajawahi fika kwa ballot. So this time round Mungu amemsaidia, amefika kwa ballot. Na hii ballot anafika, anacompete na kijana ya ule mtu alikuwa anajaribu compete naye. So it is a mission and operation kicking out goonism in Kasipul and restoring leadership that take care of the people and peace of the people of Kasipul. And that is whatever is happening in Homa Bay, Kasipul constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.